Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I wanted to do a quick video to show you guys how you can rank for adjacent keyword terms and how that actually looks like from a Google perspective. So I wanted to show you this blog post that I wrote a while back. Well, to be honest, I wasn't the first person who wrote it. It was my virtual assistant. They didn't do a good job. And I worked a little bit, very little bit on correcting it. And it's still not done. Like, certain parts have to be linked. Wow, we actually got 2 comments on this, and wow, one being today. That's actually pretty cool. But anyways, I just noticed that right now. But regardless, it's not perfect. This is just a blog post. Like, certain parts need to be linked, certain things need to be added to it. It needs to be improved generally. But regardless, it's a blog post. And I want to show you, like I said, how ranking for adjacent keyword terms actually help. And this is why you want to make sure you're aware of the LSI when you write your blog. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll explain what LSI is if you're a beginner. Don't worry, don't let all these big words or words that you don't know about kind of distract you or make you feel discouraged from starting. It's super simple stuff. All right, the thing about Google, and this is a blessing and a benefit in such a huge way, the thing that's really impressive about Google is that Google can rank you for adjacent keyword terms. I'm going to show you how that looks. So here I have this query that we got a few clicks for. All right, so it's a click here. It says cinnamon testosterone, which is the same page, right? The same page that it ranks for is this page right here. Okay. What you like, this is kind of what this is going to look like. Instead of looking at the query, what you want to do is you want to copy and paste the page in your performance measure. So you go over here to page, you click on the page, and it will give you all the performance for that page. Now, if you could see here, you could see the our position, the average position has slightly dropped. I mean, maybe it went from position 9 to position 10, not the point. But if we go over here and look at the queries associated with that page that we actually get traffic for, it's a lot of different queries. And this is exactly a perfect example as to what ranking for adjacent keyword terms look like. And this website, right, or this blog post rather, has acquired traffic, even though it's small, because this is a small blog. At least it's really just starting after I'm starting to fix it. But you could see here all these kind of terms here. Do we have any more? Yeah, we have more. All these different keywords, right, are words that we have gained attention for with this blog post. And when you have this many keywords in your system, right, it's a lot of keywords. And all you could do to boost up your clicks for all of these is just go back and improve the article. It's just that simple. And what's going to happen is the clicks are not just going to improve by themselves magically. The position is going to go up, right? And so we could actually see for what keywords is the position, where we have the potential to boost our position. So I could go over here, and you could see, can cinnamon boost your testosterone? This is position number 8. It can be drastically improved, right? We could even look at the ones that are giving us the most clicks, and we could see here, cinnamon testosterone. It's giving us 8 clicks. We have some more room to move up. We have some more things we could do to improve. But like I said, the whole point of this, guys, is that when you write an article, Google is going to take into account the whole entire article. It's also going to take into account your whole entire website and how your article is correlated or associated, that's a better word, associated with your whole entire blog. And the reason why that matters is because when you write a very good blog post, but you have a terrible blog overall, it doesn't really benefit you that much, right? But if you have a really good blog, right, or tons of articles that are really good, and then one really bad blog post, that also won't affect you as much. It won't take you down as much. So what I'm trying to say here, and what I'm getting at, is that one mistake won't ruin your blog. But one great decision won't fix it either. It requires consistency. And honestly, if anything out there in the world requires consistency, it's blogging. And I know we can apply the word consistency to every single business, but you never really see the prevalence of it as much in a situation like this. And this is a blog post that is not perfect by any means. In fact, it needs some drastic improvements. but look how much traffic it already acquired as a small blog with no domain authority and a terrible blog post. So what this means is that there's so much more room for improvement to double, triple, quadruple the clicks even relatively quickly without any kind of domain authority. And let this message be a message of incentivization and motivation for everybody listening. If you see these clicks and these views and these impressions, you should be motivated to go out there and do your own thing, create a blog, and rank for keywords just like this and more. And like I said, Google's on your side. They're going to help you. When you're creating content, they're going to give you a lot of different keywords that you appear for. The fact that you appear in the query for these keywords, or that I do, and you guys will have the same situation, means you can potentially rank for these. It's just a matter of making a better blog post and a better website overall to slowly rank for them higher and higher and higher. And that's what I do want to help you guys understand, is that at this point, you guys see how it was lower here and we moved up. This was a move up overall over the whole entire website. Wasn't just right here. And you could see this was a period of, let's say, about 2 weeks from April 4th to May 8th. Okay, so a month, not so much 2 weeks, but it took a month to go from there to there at the peak. Now, granted, did we fall a little bit? Sure, but we're going to keep going back up. In fact, you can see here, the only reason we're not holding the high position is because we have a little more work to do. And Google is always doing consistent testing. And you could see the only difference here in position was 4 points or 3 points from 13.2 to 9.1. And that created a huge drastic change in impressions, but more importantly, in the consistency of the large difference in clicks. Now, what I want to say here is that whenever you write a blog post, look for the LSI. What is the LSI? Latent Semantic Index. And all that really means is keywords that are related to what you're writing about and what people are going to, predict. So if I was to write an article on what is the best credit card in 2023, Google is going to see the word credit card in the title, and it's going to say, okay, this article is about credit cards. We probably would like to see the keyword Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Capital One, Chase, JP Morgan, TD Bank. We're going to expect these words to show up in the article. And those are examples of creating adjacent keywords. And when you have these adjacent keywords in context to your article, Google's going to pick up the context. And maybe you have a title in your article like within your credit card article saying, is JP Morgan the best? Or something like that. And somebody might be searching on that on Google, and they're going to recommend your article because of that situation. So whenever you're writing an article, I know it might be tiring sometimes, but save your progress. Come back to it later. Don't try to rush it and produce something that's not as good as you wanted it to be. If you want to create a blog post, make sure it's as good as possible, and don't make the mistakes that I have here. The reason why we even encountered these mistakes, like I said, is I went through a process of hiring different virtual assistants, and then I said, you know what, since I have this YouTube channel, let me go ahead and do this stuff live so I can show you guys how to create better blog posts. In fact, I think in the last few days we created a number of blog posts, I think like 3 or 4, even 5, something like that are decently written. I would say I would give them like at least a 70 out of 100 compared to the other ones that we have that we need to fix. But like this blog post, does garlic boost testosterone? We got the table of contents that's clickable. We got all kinds of different text. We got some visual aspects to it. We do have to add some images. We do have to make it a little bit more readable. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of improvements to be made, but it's a step forward in the right direction. And that's the whole important part, is that every day you make a small change, a small step forward. And over the course of a year, 2 years, you'll look back and you'll say, wow, I'm independent, financially speaking. I'm financially free. I can live the life that I want. I'm making good money. Maybe not as much as I want to, but I'm doing okay. And then you could go on and build more now that you know how to actually set it up. So this was just a video to show you guys how Google's really on our side. I think a lot of people who think about blogging, they think of it as something so difficult, and it really does start in the niche selection phase. When you select that niche, when you create that blog post, that will determine the success later down the road, because it really looks at your mentality behind the blog. And if you guys want to learn about that, once again, I have a free course on our website at thecashcownichesites.com. And I'll leave a link in the description. It'll be the first link in the description. It's also in the pinned comment. You go over here to the website. We do have paid products, but you go over here to free blogging course. You click on that. That free blogging course is going to take you to the course. And you go ahead, if you already have a login, you just hit this login button and it will take you to that login. You hit, enter the login information. It's going to take you to the course. We are adding consistently. I actually just added some yesterday to it. I'm going to add a few more sections to it again, and we're going to make it better and better over time. It's a work in progress, and that's what we're doing. So if you want to learn about the free course, go ahead and check it out. And in the free course, there's a segment about selecting the right niche, and the free video in the course is more than enough for you to go ahead and try to get some information on picking the right niche for your business so that you could get it ranked as fast as possible. And of course, it's not a race. We're not rushing to get it done, but it does help a little bit, from an encouragement aspect, seeing your success move faster than you would have predicted. All right, guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.